This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hey, welcome to the Weekday Comics. I'm Dave Primiano.
And I'm Dan D'Aprile, and we're here to shoot the shit and talk the news.
Hello.
Hey, wow. I'm surprised to be here. It's good to see you.
Yeah. I wish there could have been a game 6 so I don't have to sit here stewing in a fucking Celtics win and be here a day after that bullshit.
Yeah, it is. It is always a sad day when Boston wins anything.
Which means there's been a lot of fucking sad days in a decade or so.
Welcome to America.
Yeah.
America crumbles piece by piece every time a Boston team wins the championship. They must be stopped.
That's right.
But hey, the beach was fun. We're back here. We got a great guest. Dave, you want to introduce our guest tonight?
Sure. I mean, I just met him. No,
but you always introduce the guest.
That's true. I know. No. That's
Tell
my
him
introduction.
Tell him what to say, Dan.
Yeah, I was like,
this is my third time in his presence, but I could tell from meeting one, this guy, we just hit it off.
Yeah,
clicked. He's a hilarious comic. You can see him and shows that he's on. Wow, really? Seriously Dad. He was on the Seriously Dad live recording with us.
That's right. That's a bit of an update for our viewers. But we were on the Seriously Dad podcast. They did a live podcast. That is a sister podcast of ours on the Drop Tent Network. Friends of the show, Jay Yoder and Al Davis.
Yes. And they had guest Barry Naylor.
There we go.
We eventually get to the name.
Yeah, we like to veer really close to the introduction and then really far away last minute.
That works.
Yeah, but Barry was also on the live taping. We all killed. We definitely were the highlight of their entire season, I would say.
Because none of us are dads.
Yeah,
that's what makes
true.
Entertainment.
Right.
No one cares about.
Yeah, it was nice to go into a front of an audience of like parents. Basically rub it in their face how good we have it.
Yeah, they made a mistake. They didn't pull out.
Yeah.
Sucks for y'all.
Right?
I know. We did talk about your pullout game a little bit.
Yes, we did.
Congratulations.
Actually. Thank you.
Congratulations. How old are you?
40.
Oh,
No kids.
Okay.
Minimal scares.
Okay.
So
you said you were 40-ish too in that range?
39. So yeah, you got me by a year.
There you go.
Know what I mean?
There's still time.
Huh?
There's still time for you.
No. There's no time for me. No. I'm perfecting my pullout game at this point. So yeah, I'm a professional uncle at this point. No kids. For me.
But it's got to change as you age, though. Your pullout game.
No.
Oh, the pullout game.
You lose some burst. Don't you have to account for that? Doesn't it have to go into your calculations?
No, I know myself. I have my calculation.
Yeah.
I know how, like, if you have a kid, if your pullout fucks up, it's because you would being too greedy.
Yeah, like my fastball has lost some miles per hour, but like my knuckleball's got a lot better. You know, like I'm now a crafty older pitcher that's got, a slider in the toolbox.
I don't know how to equate all these different pitching terms to.
I only threw a slider because
booting.
I saw your mind working. So that's why I threw you a slider so I would complicate things.
I don't even watch
more.
baseball that much, but it sounded like you knew what the fuck he was talking about. So I was like, sure, yeah, whatever he said.
Like when you go over this
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. For me, it's all junk ball. For me, there's no more
Junk
fastball.
ball.
It's all junk ball. But yeah, right. So I guess what you learn, what you lose in burst, as you so romantically
Burst, I
put
feel
it,
like is the scientific term.
I think you make up for in like the craftiness of a savvy veteran.
That's okay. So you learn the fundamentals when you're all pizzazz when you're younger, and then
You're going on natural talent. You're razzle
you get your
dazzling.
Tim Duncan phase.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we did miss a week.
Yeah.
So should we just rapid fire some?
Yeah,
things
let's
that
just
we,
cover the big news of last week since we
Sure.
probably didn't do any jokes about. I didn't write.
I didn't write shit last week.
No,
No.
me neither, but I can make up some shit.
Yeah. Okay. There was something that you were very excited about. You came up and told me about it at a show we were on.
Which one?
Earlier in the week.
Fat Miss America?
Oh no, that too. You were really excited about two stories today. Let's start with Fat Miss America.
Miss Alabama.
Yeah.
There was a morbidly obese Miss Alabama, which
Really?
they like them. They like them big. They like them
Yeah.
big in Alabama, right?
I haven't seen
a regular Alabama.
I saw the runners up. They were all normal looking pageant people.
Do we have a picture of?
Oh, yeah, she's a lot bigger than I thought.
Oh, she's cute.
She's good
I
looking,
like her
though.
face. She looks like the lady from This Is Us.
Oh
No,
yeah,
I don't know. I've never actually seen the
she
show.
does kind of.
Trust me, that's a definitely. Yes.
That dress is not doing her any favors, though. She could have done a better. She could have picked a better dress, but that's a style criticism. I don't know. She's okay. She's all right. It's the dress. It's the dress. I'm being critical.
Did they go through all? What pageant exactly? Is this the Miss America pageant?
I guess so. You win your state, and then you get to go on to Miss America.
Oh, it was the prelims. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So, but she's also not white. That's the surprising part about her winning in Alabama, I think.
Oh, yeah. I think that's more shocking than. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like. Well, so now is she going to represent Alabama in the Miss America competition, or is there a next round robin that she has to win?
You are talking above my pay grade.
I probably shouldn't say round robin during this conversation. Round robin. But
Spherical robin, if you will.
Yeah,
spherical robin.
You got to be politically correct.
That spherical, the politically correct term.
Yeah.
I thought it was. What are they like? What are the words that you're allowed? Like, just
you're not allowed to call people spherical. If you call me spherical, I might be insulted.
What would you prefer?
Big is always just a great euphemism because big is not necessarily bad.
Go up to a group.
Big is
no.
Good.
If I'm calling somebody big, that's just definitely the rudest. I'm trying.
You think? Oh, really?
I can't see going up to a woman. Hey, what's up, big girl?
Oh, to them. I thought you meant like what you would just call somebody. Like you say, like I think that the thing is like if I'm pointing someone out in a crowd and I'm like that person who, the big girl, the big guy over there. Like, but yeah, if you're talking to someone,
the way you said it was kind of nice. He was like, the big guy over
there. Over there,
it was all in the tone. Because if I'm saying it like that big motherfucker,
big guy is a term of endearment, but there's no big any version of woman.
Because big girls don't cry.
Yes, that's an age. That's an age big. Not that's not
fair.
A size big.
Okay, that's fair.
There's different variations of big.
Yeah. Rotund.
No, nobody.
I think rotund is worse than round.
Also, I think
worse than spherical as well.
I think rotund you can describe body parts as a compliment, but you can't describe the girl like those are some rotund. That's a rotund ass or rotund titties.
Have you gotten away with calling some woman's ass rotund? I've never even tried. I think I might. I think I'm going to try to work that into my repertoire.
You could pull it off.
I 100% have. Yes.
Okay.
But you can't have any doubt when you say that shit, though. If you're like, that ass is rotund. No. You're definitely going to get slapped with some shit.
Yeah, the tone is important, too, when you're using
You have to say it jokingly. Like, wow, okay, you got that rotund ass. Okay. And just smile it off. Yeah.
That's how you do it. I don't know. I feel like with men and women, it's different, too. You can be there are different vocabulary you can use for a fat guy versus a fat girl. If you call me rotund, it would be weird. And again, I guess it depends on the tone, but I'd be like, whatever. It's kind of silly way to describe a fat person. But you definitely, I think if you said to a woman like, oh, you've been looking a little rotund lately, I think they would they would not be happy about that.
What are some of the body positive terms they use for Lizzo? Those are the except thick.
Thick.
But you got you have to like emphasize. You can't because thick. 3 C's.
Yeah.
And you gotta hold the TH too.
So it's like like a double syllable or 2-syllable word.
Don't dip in the I part. It's either the TH or the C.
Yeah. I think we're talking about a spectrum here, and I think you're adding like the thick as if she's all the way over.
Not the E. You don't do.
You don't want to do that.
It's the thick.
Oh,
okay. There you go.
I like that. You get the real life.
You get some build up.
Thick.
Nah, I don't think I can pull it off. Thick, Skippy.
Thick is definitely one where you have to pick your timing. Like I call my girlfriend that occasionally. Like when she's looking thick, I'm like, you looking good, But like, I feel like you can't just be like, well, like you said, wow, you're looking thick. Yes. Like, it's just not.
It's all in the tone, guys.
You got to make sure they know it's 2 C's at the end of that, and that's how you
say it again. Say that shit again.
2 C's.
No, say it as a compliment the way you just did.
You looking thick. I try to drop the hard K sound. You go with a soft.
Or could you just like?
No, I wouldn't do that.
You make it sound so pleasant. Like you're looking thick.
You're looking quite thick this morning.
You look thick. Can I feel your forehead?
Good day, kind madam. You're looking thick as fuck today.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That's good. I think anyone will be.
It's the gentleman way of saying that.
You got to like slightly doff your cap to her.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right,
Greetings
so,
to you and your thickness today, madam.
well, we definitely didn't rapid fire that story.
Oh,
No.
So,
We took our time with that one, but there was another one that this was the one you
there's
ran.
two Biden stories.
Well, yes, two Biden family stories.
Yeah, it looked like he shit himself.
This was the one that you ran up to me. I had not seen this story, and you were like, "Did you see Biden shit himself?"
He did.
I did see the clip. It obviously they didn't come out and say that he did it, but it sure looks like he did. Like
he paused, punched a little bit, and then left abruptly.
Yeah, he was like sitting down and he like stared into like a middle space. He was like kind of hunched over, and then he like got up and walked away.
You got that clip, Neil?
Yeah.
We pull up the
it.
clip of Biden pooping himself. That was pretty funny.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
No, it's funny as hell,
Oh,
and I think it's
bowels.
hilarious because the story that I talked to you about that I wanted to talk about was the Donald Trump and the shark and the battery speech, which if you saw that, he just went on like Trump has always been like a loose cannon and he always just like riffs. He does like, like I think Gillis said he does like 45 minutes every speech, just improv riffing, but
Which is impressive.
it is in that way, but it's like he's really getting to like a state of pure nonsense. He's not like dipping into nonsense. His whole speeches are just nonsense now. And I think it's great because when the race started in 2020, Biden was the senile babbling one and Trump was the one shitting himself. Now we're coming up in 2024. Trump is the babbling one and Biden shitting himself.
I don't believe you're curing Biden of his senility.
What if the cure for really being senile is just pooping your pants? It helps you maintain a little bit of like sanity.
I think I'd go senile.
I'd rather be. Yeah.
I'd rather be senile.
I mean, as comics, it is important that we keep our mental faculties, but shitting yourself fucking gross.
overcome that. I can roll with forgetting a joke or forgetting my whole set. I could probably make a half decent set just off the top of my head at this point. I don't think I could do a very good set if I just shit my pants right before I went on stage.
No, if you shit yourself on stage, do you know what? We will light your ass up.
100%.
Every time I see you, you wouldn't be Danny anymore.
I would be
shit pants guy. Hey, good sir, you're looking really shitty today.
Yeah.
Just shit your pants. Nobody will book you for a show.
Right, exactly.
Like if he come on my stage and he shits himself,
I got to put down like a rubber mat.
There's like outdoor venues, I guess, that like work better for it.
Yeah.
he shit himself.
The problem is all the clips are on YouTube, and especially since we're live, if I try to pull it up and play it, it's just gonna pull
But
it.
he was in France, so that would be the keywords. Would be Biden, France,
he
pooped himself.
He blended in.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. Yeah,
I
nobody
heard-
smelled anything.
If he was in Germany, that would have been.
That's right. The
Yeah,
chancellor
yeah.
would have just gotten his chest open and
Let me see. Biden.
He would have been accused of sexual harassment somehow. Yeah.
I'm
Look at
putting in Biden, France, poop. See if that comes up.
Oh wait, here we go. I found it on a site.
Biden soiled himself.
Okay.
Somebody shaking his hand, and he looked like he's.
Hold on, let's see.
No, he didn't do it during. It was like
Oh.
during
No,
a ceremony.
wait.
It's like the D-Day
no, right
ceremony.
here. This one.
Yeah, there he is. There he is, shitting his pants.
Oh yeah, that looks horrible, bro.
Well,
Yeah. So he might have shit himself.
yeah.
Would that lose your vote?
It's just once again we're in a situation where something that should be disqualifying for one candidate is just true for both of them. So there really is you just got to throw that in another wash. Like it's just another I want a president that doesn't shit themselves. Well, not this cycle. I'm gonna have to choose between one or the other.
I'm just saying these are terrible options to choose.
Yeah.
It's like being on a dating app, and there's your only two options to swipe right on.
All right. So do you choose the senile girl or the girl that shits herself?
Like I'd rather just be by myself at
Yeah.
that point. I'd rather not have to deal with
Texas.
Yeah.
yeah. Just
I mean, a senile girl ideally, because there wouldn't be the shit everywhere. But at the same time, if she forgets something, and you caught a fucking case.
Yeah, exactly.
Just
She
like-
could forget the consent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just random ass babbling from one. It's like your grandpa just gets old and just starts saying random ass shit. And that could even go for either one of them at this
Yeah.
point. It's just like
It's basically what grandpa you'd rather visit.
it's like your mom's side and your dad's side. It's like which grandpa is which.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm
Trump,
sorry.
obviously, he's got more money. that's the fucking grandparent you visit.
But he doesn't.
But
He's
yeah,
a cheap motherfucker that would never spend it on you. Like Biden, I think wouldn't have the money, but he'd give you like some Werther's Originals or some bullshit.
I do fucking love Werther's Original.
Trump, yeah, you get to probably enjoy the trappings that he lives in, but it's not for you. It's
but
for
you're
him.
accepting food from someone that shits themselves.
As long as they didn't cook it.
Yeah, I'm sure that he cleans up.
And
He
long
seems
as
like
he
a
doesn't hand
clean.
it to me.
He seems like a clean guy.
Clean shitter.
Seems like a clean guy, Biden.
People to clean up. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, you're the president. There's definitely someone in the White House
somebody's-
that like lifts his legs up in the
Somebody's
air
like,
and wipes his ass for it.
And if he doesn't have it, he could have it today. He could have that person working for him today.
Somebody.
It's real power.
Gotta change the president. Here we go.
Somebody.
The president getting some baby powder. Yes, he is. Yes, he gets some baby powder.
Oh, you just imagine his old ass legs up in the air. Just
That is a good image.
Wee.
I feel like Joe Biden probably says "we" more than any other president we've had. I feel like that noise comes out of him more than anybody else.
Y'all saw the what is y'all show? I don't want to lead the topics.
Oh no, please.
The Jimmy Carter is not awake every day.
Oh yeah.
What does it mean not awake every day?
This guy is clinging to life. Like,
Yeah,
he
But
just
how do
won't
you
die.
not awake every? So you just sleep like all day, or do you die one day and
No,
come
yeah,
back? The next day? Like, they didn't specify what that means.
it's like the time, and he'll eventually just not wake up. This is the longest fucking hospice day I've ever heard.
Crazy. He's been in hospice for like 2 years at this point or some
He's
shit.
just riding that shit out. He's the most unproblematic ex-president that we've had. Like he's just been chilling.
Yeah. He was like probably one of, like, even my dad, who was like a hardcore Republican, loved Trump. My dad was like, Jimmy Carter, hated him as a president, best man we ever had as president. And if like you can get that respect from like a Trumper, that's pretty good.
But now he's fucking staying in 2 years in a bed that he was supposed to have for 3 days.
Yeah,
Like, come on, we got more fucking corpses to fucking
we
bring
have some
through here.
underprivileged families that
I'm
need this
sure
bed.
he got a special bed.
Oh
He
yeah.
got his presidential suite. Just his crib.
Presidential hospice suite.
I'm sure it exists.
Has carpet.
Yeah, it definitely has carpet
Just
and
like-
cable.
I mean, not like he's awake to watch it every day.
They still, you're supposed to have auditory stimulation.
All right, we'll roll with it.
Stimulation
Yeah.
for your coma people.
I think
Write
you
that down. Auditory stimulation.
Did
That's a
you
good
just
one.
made that shit up, didn't you?
No, I've had there. It's fucking weird.
You can
Like,
just
I
say
don't
yes.
like doing. No, I've they the hospice nurses have told me, like it's good for them to talk to them while they're, which
Oh,
I don't
sure.
believe. It feels weird. I don't know if you've ever been
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
and they're like, hi grandma, it's Dave. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very aware that this is an awkward conversation to have. But,
Yeah.
You remember that $20 you said you was gonna give me before all this happened?
Right. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
go in your pocket now. That's funny. Speaking of people who are stuck with no hope of escape, the other story we missed this week, Hunter Biden is now in prison, caught a gun charge.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's justice is served. I think it's funny because he's just going to jail. No one's mad. I tried to performatively be mad for Hunter for a couple of days, but I was at the beach, so I was too lazy to keep it up as a bit.
He's going to jail?
He
Like real jail or like
yeah, well, yeah,
President-
they
White
never-
collar,
President's
white
kids
collar
jail.
jail.
they haven't done that part yet. I think that's next week.
arrest?
100%.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Well, especially
and
'cause
his
he
home
got-
life looks pretty fun
Yeah.
from the videos I've seen.
Oh yeah, right. Exactly.
That's the worst thing to do to put him on house arrest. Like that's where all the shit is. Like,
Right. And then they just block. That's true prison for Hunter if he can't.
Hunter's like a you know what surprises me? Like new crackheads. Like there's multiple movies, documentaries about what other people, and then you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do that shit still.
I just think it's a testament to how good he is. Really, it must be, because people are like, "Oh, surely I could do it once and I'll be fine," and then they're, poopy.
I just will think they're
He wasn't there like crack in the White House at one point? Crack?
Yeah,
they found
coke. Yeah, they
coke.
found like a baggie of coke.
It was Hunters,
and we talked about that at the time. That's why I feel like it sucks that we missed this, because I feel like Hunter, we love talking, we love making jokes about Hunter. This is like a MCU event. This is like a crossover event. He's finally going to jail.
So what was the deal with the gun though? So it was just one he purchased through a fucking out of a guy's trunk.
He did break the law. What happened was he was addicted to drugs. He was trying to get clean. He was off them for like 3 days, and he wrote on his gun form, "I'm not using drugs," because everyone who buys a gun has to write, "I'm not using drugs." And basically probably 2/3 of the people that own guns are guilty of this crime too. It's normally not prosecuted, which is why it's kind of bullshit. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, well, if you don't want drug addicts to get guns, you should probably enforce this law.
That pisses me off, because you have to it's like in Florida, you have to either have a gun license, you get either gun license or a medicinal marijuana card.
Same here in Pennsylvania.
Oh, same too. I'm like, well, if he can get a gun, he's smoking crack. I'm pretty sure a little weed doesn't make you want to shoot anybody.
Right. I want my gun owners to be potheads.
Like, I don't think, like, you talk shit out when you're high. Like, you know what? I'm high. I'm not going to ruin my buzz to go shoot somebody. Like you said, if anybody should be able to have a gun, let they'll be okay.
Right. A pothead would be like, man, if I'm not getting my gun, man, but if I did, I'd be in trouble.
Yeah. The last thing I want would be a crackhead.
The new crackhead.
Yeah, crackheads wanting to hang out with the old crack initiation, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Biden is also to me totally in the Trump thing, where it's like, I don't like Trump. I doubt if I learned more about Hunter Biden, I'd like him. But man, do they do some cool shit. Like, listen, yeah, I don't want a politician buying legally, doing crack with hookers, but I'm not going to pretend it's not cool.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're like the president's kid. You could have easily found the gun, right? Like somebody, hey, let me hold your shit real quick. Secret Service.
Right, pulled it off a Secret Service agent.
Speaking, one of them fucking got held up at gunpoint.
Yes, yes.
Ooh.
A Secret Service agent was it today or yesterday?
Yeah.
During the G7 summit
in California.
Yeah. Someone held up a Secret Service guy at gunpoint.
Yeah.
I didn't write a joke for it. Okay, I didn't want to
tell me you suck at your job without telling me you suck at your job.
Right? Yeah, you're supposed to be like one of the elite law enforcement officers in the country, and you're getting robbed.
Was he like a plainclothes, and he had to?
It must have been off duty or something.
He had to blend in. So he's like, "All right, I could easily fucking kill this guy with my thumb, but I gotta keep up secrets."
Maybe, I don't know. I think that the Secret Service are probably not as cool as the hype, because they had that whole deleted text thing with January 6th. People were like, "Oh, that's because they were in on it." I don't think so. I think it was probably like people being like, "Oh shit, we're fucked. Kiss your ass goodbye, bro. Tell my wife I love her." And they're like, "Well, we don't want to show the Secret Service crying and thinking they're imminently about to be run down by a mob or something. So let's just delete all these texts." I mean, that is what I probably think happened there.
Their whole, I guess, I want my fucking killing machines to be killing machines. Their fucking primary thing is to jump in front of bullets.
Yeah, they're bullet sponges. Yeah.
You're a trained killer in a suit. I don't want my trained killer to be looking like they're going to a job interview or a Men in Black. No.
Kicking ass in a suit is pretty cool. So, like,
it's cool, in like a John Wick way, yeah. But I've never seen a Secret Service officer do any John Wick shit. They usually just cover the president after he's been shot. That's usually what I've noticed. The Secret Service is like, when they shot Reagan, they got on top of him.
Has anybody ever successfully blocked the bullet before the president?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question.
How many? Okay, so
no, they're always everybody's always been late.
Let's think. We know Cleveland, Lincoln, and Kennedy.
Yeah,
late to the show. Reagan did get shot.
He got shot
up close too. And that was like.
He was real. He was up close. Yeah.
And famously, Lincoln's guy went for a beer. Yeah, he went for a beer.
Lincoln's assassination is crazy. I just read a book, or like a small book about it. The
pamphlet.
Yeah, I don't want to say they're like huge fucking tomes.
Lincoln's assassination and you.
The crazy thing is that John Wilkes Booth was like
pictures and shit.
It did.
Pop
It
up
did actually. It had some pictures that made it very easy for me. John Wilkes Booth was like the most famous actor of his generation. It would be like if fucking Robert Downey Jr. or something shot Biden, you know? And then the crazy thing is, this is how like law enforcement wasn't a thing back then. The reason he got close to Lincoln is because he just kept his stuff in the theater because he was John Wilkes Booth. So he'd show up and be like, hey, and they'd be like, oh my God, hey. And he's like, you mind if I go up and see Lincoln? They were like, yeah, sure. So he went up, shot him. He jumped off the balcony, broke his leg on the stage, turned around, yelled Sic Semper Tyrannis, and limped away. And still got away. He got all the way away.
Oh, the
encore.
The methodology is beyond.
We don't get the comments. He didn't. He jumped on the stage, but he never broke his leg. It's actually funnier. Really? Yeah, later when he rode away on the horse, the horse ended up falling on him, and he broke his leg.
Oh,
just the way I know that.
So he.
Oh yeah, he was not like smooth. He ends up being killed by like a crazy guy, a crazy religious dude later. Yeah, they caught him. The guy who caught him was not supposed to kill him. They were alive, and then just because he was a crazy person, shot him, and then ended basically them figuring out if there was a bigger coup. Or
there's a conspiracy theory that dude was sympathetic to the Confederacy. That although he claimed to shoot him over like a person or because of like he was caught up in a thing, I think. There's theory that he let Booth go because he like, you did it, buddy. Good job. Get out of here. Disappeared into 1800s. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's been any Secret Service person who's ever any
hide nor tail, you say.
I do say
not know hide or tail.
My cap. Yeah, beautiful woman you.
I am amazed that he shot him and then rode off on the horse.
Yeah.
Well, that was the highest speed vehicle back then.
I know.
Yeah, it's a high speed chase.
Yeah, just that's a lot of shit to have on your mind while galloping away.
Yeah.
So it was a Secret Service guy getting a beer for himself or for Lincoln. So
there was no Secret Service back then.
You were able to drink on the job.
He was just called a bodyguard, but he did have one. He was like, "Yeah, go get a beer."
Yeah.
It's
intermission. All right, yeah. I'll be back for Act 2.
Oh, he did it during intermission. No, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I'm
gonna go get a drink real quick. I had one protect the president, and that's how you know, like, oh shit.
Here's I
like that he's sitting there. There's like a gunshot. He's like, it's probably nothing.
That's all I'm thinking.
Oh shit! Hey, let me get a. Oh shit! What was that?
Yeah. Like I'm just picturing him facing the mirror and then just playing out behind him, and his eyes are wide. He's just like, no. Someone comes out. Lincoln's been shot. It's like, fuck. He just finishes it and gets up and walks away. I'm done this job. I get it. I'm fired.
If only I took the stale popcorn and didn't have it ready and didn't ask for it fresh made.
Yeah.
And then he goes home and he's like, how was work, babe? You won't believe what the fuck happened today. I got fired. But what'd you do? Not my job.
Yeah. Remember, he came home drunk. That was his fucking fault. Fucking piece of shit.
Or imagine he was going to get 2 beers. He'd say,
one for my bud.
That's even crazier because he would have to go home and be like, what happened? Ah, man, I went to get a beer and then John Wilkes Booth shot Lincoln. Yeah. Like, what? John Wilkes Booth?
He walked back like, hey, oh shit.
A room full of people just staring at him.
Yeah.
Like, can I get my money back? Because I don't need this.
I got popcorn.
This was the first guy that invented laying on him after he was shot. He went, oh fuck. All right, okay, hold on, I got you. And he just
they had to give people refunds at the play, right?
No, I don't think
Probably
refunds.
Not.
I'm sure refunds weren't a thing back then.
Yeah.
I think back then they just finished the play. No, I think they did.
Did they?
I think they finished that damn play.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, you get shot, who cares?
Well, that's how like vouchers. That was like the invention of vouchers or whatever.
Yeah, that's hardcore. I mean, DeMar Hamlin didn't even die, and they stopped that game.
True.
The president got shot, and they finished the third act.
I know.
Owen Hart fell from the rafters.
That's right.
And they still finished.
Did they finish that one?
Yes. I think that was in the beginning of the show.
I think you're right. That happened pretty early, and they took him away and finished the show.
That fucking event ruined Sting too. Remember how cool Sting was before? He always came down from the rafters. Now we're gonna have a dude dressed up like the Crow running. They might as well have him frolicking at that point.
Speaking of falling from the rafters, did I ever tell y'all the Peter Pan on the ice story?
No.
Oh man, that's just crazy. So I was like 5, 6. And you know how they had the Disney on Ice stuff where, you know, whatever the movie is, that's people dressed skate on ice and shit.
All of them.
Yeah. Peter Pan came to Augusta, Georgia, whatever the arena was. My uncle took me to this show. So, you know, Peter Pan, Lost Boys, Wendy, Mike, all the motherfuckers, it was skating on the ice. Everything was cool. Captain Hook comes out. Like, oh, everybody's all excited. Oh, you know, Peter Pan going to kill you, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Then, you know, they do like the last fight on the ship. They have the ship on the ice. They're doing the fight, and Captain Hook gets knocked off, and Crocodile eats him up. Everybody, you know, happily ever after. So now they got to do the outros. All the people come out and wave at the kids goodbye. Wendy comes out. Michael comes out. Lost Boys come out. Captain Hook comes out. So everybody's like waving, yeah, wave. Hi guys, great show. Everybody's looking for Peter. You know, we don't see Peter. Next thing you know, there goes the ship, you know, suspended in the air.
Okay.
There's Peter Pan waving goodbye to the kids. You know, everybody's like, bye, Peter, bye. Now, this is like 1990.
Okay.
Technology is, you know, fresh, you know, as far as like wires hanging shit, right? Snap. The ship falls from the sky with Peter on it, smacks Dab on the fucking ice.
Oh shit.
A pool of blood
is
slowly exiting from Peter's body on the ice. You hear just a big gasp. And then like everybody's shocked. Nobody knows what the fuck to do. Except the characters. They decide, instead of just leaving Peter's lifeless body there on the ice, everybody grabs an appendage and slowly skates away with Peter's lifeless body. And this is just a trail of blood.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Everybody started getting the fuck out of there.
Holy shit.
Now, this is like the wild uncle. So I'm like, oh my God, I hope Peter's okay. He's like, nah, shit, he fucked up. And to this day, I haven't watched anything Peter Pan.
That's hilarious.
Hey, but it was Peter Pan never aged either.
Yeah,
never.
He never grew up.
Yeah, I know you never wanted to get old, but damn, I know you would stop today. You know? Like you could have did something else besides fall from feet in the sky.
You fucking have like someone in a Tinkerbell costume with a mop, like magically making the blood disappear. Making the mop like a magic wand. and that's magic pixie dust.
And that was like the wild shit. Like y'all motherfuckers been flying all show, and the one time you needed to fly,
right?
you decide not to.
That's so funny.
That should happen with Spider-Man. That's what, because
yes, that happened to Spider-Man during the run.
Apparently, a terrible play. And so at that point, you think they might have had to do like producers, and they just fucking cut the dude's wire just so they could get out of doing this dog shit play.
Spider-Man fell.
Yeah, there was a spider, and he got.
There was
injured.
a play. There was a brief Broadway play of Spider-Man, and he would come down off from the back of the theater over the crowd, and he would like swing.
Terrible.
Same thing. It was wire effects, and
terrible idea.
The wire snapped, and he fell like right into the crowd, and like got fucked up. Same thing. I think he like broke like his hip, and they had to stop the play because like he was the Spider-Man, and the understudy was like, "Yeah, no, fuck this. Like, I'm not doing it." And yeah, so
you're like, "No, stand in.
Yeah.
I need you." My spidey senses are saying I shouldn't do this.
Yeah.
My spidey senses are tingling.
Basically, if someone asks you to get on a wire in some sort of a performance, just say no. That's a nice thing. Comedy, we will never be asked to perform at like a specific altitude other than on the stage.
Chris Brown just got stuck in the air.
That's right. That just happened this week.
That's probably where he should be. I saw what he did to Bay.
Yeah. Just keep him out of arm's length of everyone. Just have him suspended.
No, he's got like quite the side hustle going. He's charging women like $1,100 to take provocative pictures with him.
Really?
And they're paying it.
You said narcs? Oh, I thought you said narcs.
Yeah, Chris Brown's got a little bit. It's like full fucking handful of butt.
Yeah,
man,
he's got that like
life.
Donald Trump thing where it's just like, I don't know why, but man, you're doing it. You're Teflon. Like nothing. People still love you.
I gotta write better jokes because
Yeah, right.
I'm starting charging meat and grease so I can grab ass, break up some happy homes.
Yeah, some guy saw that his fiance took a picture like that.
Multiple people have broken up over a picture with Chris Brown.
Yeah, well, he also does those like crazy lap dances to women during his shows. So it's like, if my girl, I mean, my girl doesn't like Chris Brown, but if she did, I wouldn't have really a problem with that. I think it'd be weird, but whatever. But
grabbing full tush.
But if she got on stage and he gave her a lap dance, yeah, I'd probably a Chris Brown like weird like doing the worm on top of her lap dance.
So none of these guys though see their girl getting a picture like that with Chris Brown and say, I could get away with a lot with this one.
You should be thinking to yourself, she ain't never bought me $1,100 worth of shit, and now she just dropped $1,100 to get her ass fondled by Chris Brown.
Right.
Hey man, you got to step your game up after that, man.
Yeah.
You got to have some self-reflection.
Absolutely.
How can John Q. Normal Guy compete with Chris Brown? Right?
You can't.
You can't.
He figured, you know what I haven't done? I haven't beaten the ever-loving shit out of her. That kind of puts me a peg above him, right? And then she's like, I'm gonna go get my ass fondled by Chris Brown. I'm like, okay,
that's like
what have I done wrong here?
That's like a prostitute. She'll do everything with you but like kiss, which is the girlfriend experience. The Chris Brown boyfriend experience is a little rough. You got to pay extra for that. You get all the rest, but yeah,
that's tip included.
Oh my god, yeah. This there was a story. Was that the end of our weekly recap? Was that everything that happened? That's everything we care about. A fat Miss America, wasn't there? There was another Miss America.
There was a trans one too.
Did she win?
Yes.
Okay. Was she fat?
No, it was. It wasn't Asian though, so I feel like
what? Oh wait, okay, it wasn't fat. Okay,
no, fat Asian,
not fat.
I like how you would offer that as like an alternative.
Asian. Yeah, you could,
fat Asian.
Be fat or Asian. Pick one. Yeah. Yeah. So an Asian trans woman also won one of these state.
Okay.
And I like, if you're gonna, if you're gonna fool them.
Yeah. Does she passing?
Most Asian. Yeah. They're Neil's worried.
Neil doesn't like where we're going here.
Is she Pat? You're asking also Dave Primiano. I'm like
Dave. I haven't seen the picture of her. I don't know. That's the only reason I'm asking. Dave knows the story better than I.
I didn't get a clarification on which this is also Miss America, same competition.
I think it was a different state, maybe.
Okay,
probably not Alabama. Asian and trans, probably not
Right.
Alabama.
Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. You picking one or the other.
I'm gonna say West Coast state if I had to guess, or maybe New York.
That definitely sounds like Cali.
Yeah, maybe Florida, Miami, maybe.
No, Florida, I doubt it. But with Ronnie, I doubt it.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop. Sorry, my keyboard is like jumping ahead.
Sometimes I can tell, other times I can't tell. If I have, you haven't informed me first, I can pick it up or I can't. And a certain nationality of people, I have a harder time telling. So kudos to those people.
Okay, yeah. I see what you're very delicately tiptoeing around. Sure.
You're right. West Coast, yes.
There you go.
Passes.
Yeah, totally. I really, unless it was part of the liner notes, I wouldn't know.
What?
Or whatever, I said liner notes like it's an album, but like whatever. If they don't go, hey, this is a trans Miss America, I would just be like, okay, it's just another person.
Okay,
good for her.
Yeah, kudos to Nevada.
What's this, bro?
Okay,
are we gonna get to that?
We are gonna get into that. That's just the stuff I like to post, Barry. I just like to put that on my Instagram.
I mean, I know that's not you, but
Barry is reacting to a picture. We are actually that's this week's news. So
okay, we can wait.
No, we'll get to it right now. In fact, I post some stuff on my Instagram because we do our show graphics very, very low budget, where I post them 2 seconds before we go live. And 2 people saw it there.
2 likes.
There we go. 2 likes already for that weird ass thing. But there is context here. So,
Oh yeah, you want to explain that shit?
There's some context here. Yeah. Now he was going to stop the podcast. Like, what the fuck is this?
It was about to be some furniture.
Yeah.
Like y'all set me up.
Yeah. Okay, so these three guys, and you can, if you're not showing that, you can show it to the audience. These three guys are Dutch.
Oh,
They went to this game celebrating the greatest Dutch soccer player and like a national hero. His name is like Ruud, like Ruud. So Rudd or Ruud, I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Wait,
and I'm not even going to attempt his last name. Yeah, or Ruud.
Oh, 2 U's?
Yeah.
That's got to be.
Let me move the microphone out the way so my people can see this. No, you good.
Oh, yeah.
I just wanted to see this picture. Yeah,
So these three guys dressed up like they're the soccer player who's in the middle of the picture.
Like Robert Downey Jr. and Tropic Thunder.
Right. And they got into trouble, obviously.
No.
Yeah. But
So
their argument,
I can't believe it.
their argument on this one is that the Netherlands, where they're from, never had a culture of blackface. Blackface is not a thing in the Netherlands. There was never that, part of racist ass theater and stuff. These guys literally were like, we're not doing it to belittle this guy or belittle anyone. We just literally wanted to dress up like our guy. Now it's not right, but I do think it's funny to see these guys and to be like, you'd be like, really, dude? And they'd be like, for sure, Monsieur Geburger.
I will beat the for sure the bird out
They've been criticized over this for a long time in the Netherlands because they should know better because of their dumb Christmas bullshit.
Okay, so this is the same thing. So you know that too. Yeah, they're Black Peter.
Yeah,
thing.
Black Peter nonsense.
Yeah.
So they have they have a
they do
blackface Santa
blackface.
Claus.
They have a Christmas character who's like, you probably know
Is
more
he like
about it than
Krampus
me.
or is he like Santa?
No, he's not like, other than the fact, I believe, other than the fact that he's black, it's just a fable. It's not like necessarily problematic, but it is, right? Because like the Netherlands is like a predominantly white country. So the people that have the biggest problem with it there's a big minority population from Ghana in the Netherlands. And they're like, yeah, we don't really like this Black Peter thing very much. We feel
anytime you got to put.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You can see
Yeah,
the
that's not a
Black
good
Peter
look.
guy there.
he
Yeah.
helps Santa Claus. He's like an elf or
Does
something
he
like
get
that.
paid?
They ain't have no black people to be Black Peter.
No. So that's the other thing. Right, because they're like, or when this was like from the 1500s or whatever, they didn't, maybe there weren't black people in the Netherlands or not enough of them, but.
Then don't put the character in your fucking story.
Right. I think that it's interesting because it's like you have the Netherlands is coming up. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
The Netherlands is coming up against this, and like they're saying like, or these guys and other people in the Netherlands were saying, oh, this is unfair because you're imposing an American cultural standard on the Netherlands, which I think is fucking stupid. I think that
It doesn't
there's no good way to. There's no
They
good
have
way to frame
nothing.
that.
They have nothing to stand on because blackface doesn't have anything to do technically with slavery. I mean, it does and it doesn't. It has.
Well, right.
It simply has to do with, and also it was done of the time of a bunch of people who thought they were doing a good thing. Again, like they're doing the same thing. They're like, what? It just looks like that's what white people did in America. Because we wouldn't allow black people to perform. So it doesn't make It doesn't make any sense. You could have slavery or not,
Is that a
right?
prosthetic chin?
No, they wear their little thing underneath. So he's got like this little costume that comes up underneath, I believe. And it comes up like a turtleneck or whatever. I'm not going to show it. I already
that's
showed
Black
I thought you
Peter.
were showing us.
That's Black Peter.
No.
So he's got like shoe polish.
I mean, yeah.
Like it's extremely ridiculous.
It's dumb as shit. It's
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
one of them pictures like Drake took. Like,
Yeah.
I never get to have like racist experiences like in person because I've been waiting to like whoop somebody's
Yeah.
ass just because. I
And
feel
you
like it's
grew up in the South,
Where,
right?
I've never had like I'm from South Carolina and my hometown racist as shit.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody was nice to us. Like maybe they knew because we'll fuck them up.
Yeah.
I had one racist experience and it was in Tampa at a Chili's.
Chili's is the center of a lot of these stories.
Yeah.
But okay, so this is what happened. It wasn't even directed to me. I just caught a stray. Cause all right, so me and a couple of people from my improv group we're standing outside in the parking lot talking, and then while we're talking, I just hear Iggers because I didn't hear the whole conversation. I'm like, all right, when you hear Iggers, only certain words are said,
Not many
with Iggers,
words.
but with that accent, only one particular one is being said. So I'm looking like, yo, what the fuck going on? So he's like, oh, you're some niggers. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, who are you talking to? And she was like, well, you can be one too. And I was like, damn, that wasn't intended for me originally, so I just called it straight. All right, cool. So it's me, another comedian, Chuck Glass, white dude, the manager of the group, Daniel, nicknamed Motown, clearly black, and we had a magician. His name is Corey,
White
magician.
Right. So I was like, disclaimer: I do not assault women. Okay, I do not physically assault women.
So you,
but I was gonna choke. I was gonna choke the fuck out of this. So I was like, bet. I'm like, here's my opportunity. I've been wanting to fuck somebody up for do some racist shit. Here's my chance, right? And I'm about to do it, and then I'm about to head to water. And Chuck is like, no, bro, I'll do this. And I was like, good job being an ally, but don't gentrify my moment, because this is not supposed to be done. Right? So she's like, oh, you niggers are lazy, you lazy, big nose, and you fuck babies. And we were like,
I don't know that one.
Yeah,
so I look at Chuck. I'm like, you heard that one before? He's like, nah, I ain't never fuck babies. And I'm looking at Motown. Motown like, fuck babies. Corey had just pulled like a rabbit out of a hat or some shit to do to some people. And even the rabbit was like, fuck babies. I was like, what the fuck you got this? She had a bottle in her hand. She threw the bottle and it hit Chuck. And I'm like, man, you can't even do racism right. You here hitting the only white person over here. So then yeah, exactly. Right. So the manager of Chili's came out and he was like, ma'am, you need to get out of here right now. We're going to call the cops. So we was like,
why was I picturing the waitress the entire time?
No, it was just some random ass thing. Okay. So I'm like, the manager, we asked like, well, what did she do? He said she came in here, tried to use like a gift card or something. She ordered all this food and tried to pay with a gift card, and the gift card did. And instead of trying to pay for it, she just started causing the scene and started calling everybody names. And we was like, man, that's some nigga shit. Why would you the nigga at all this? You the one.
Things that not protest too much.
Right. Yeah. She was like, you're all poor. We were like, all right, cool. And
you're
she got on
the gift card scam.
Yeah. The poor. And then she got on the bus. We got in our cars.
Oh, that'd be great if you went back into Chili's and bought more food in front of her. Just been like, we're gonna go back in and get more.
Yeah.
That's adding the baby thing was a nice touch. Because like, if you legitimately think an entire group of people fucks babies, you should use slurs on them.
Yeah.
No.
In a way, I respect it only in the like, never let them know what your move is way. That's crazy.
I like to stay date on my racism. I was like, fuck babies. I don't think.
Yeah, maybe she was trying to like make it happen.
Man, did you make up that last one? Where did you hear that?
She tried to just hit like Jews people say that about. Right? We got the big and the
two base lasers. That was a new one. I hadn't heard that until Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Y'all did, what was it?
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Well, I think it's like
the bleach blonde bad built butch body bitch.
Bleach blonde bad built butch body. At one point,
such a great diss when I heard it. Yeah. It's like the Chamber of Commerce is not really respecting this diss as they should.
She is such Jasmine Crockett. Oh, she's amazing.
Lift her ass up.
Yeah.
Space lasers.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene, at one point, I think this was like a year or two ago, she said that forest fires were caused by lasers on satellites that Jews control, and they shoot the laser into the forest to start the forest fire. I don't know.
Who votes for these people?
Yeah,
no one does.
Well, Marjorie Taylor Greene is North Georgia.
So, okay, I can see it. Okay,
right.
It's like Alabama and one chick.
Right, exactly. So she said that, but it's kind of funny. Like, she has no shame, but she's actually embarrassed of that, because every time someone asks her about it, and she gets asked about it every couple of months, some reporter goes, "What about that time you said Jewish people?" And she goes, "Shut the fuck up!" And she like leaves. She like throws a fit and she like storms away and she curses and stuff. Pretty funny. But I think that was another one of those where I was like, space lasers?
Tried to invent it. I've tried to get the ball rolling on the Jews play basketball stereotype.
Yes, you have hit that note on many.
And I see it every time I leave my apartment. They're out there playing in suits, but it's not
They're playing
just the
horse.
whole- Yeah, it's just a very specific reason.
Right.
So okay,
The
so
tunnel, the tunnel under
Yeah.
the gym, Jewish people.
because I'm not what's the word?
Jewish.
Well, besides that, I'm not really aware of Jewish culture, if you will.
Me neither.
I was
But
gonna
ask
say,
away.
do y'all have like? Do they do like pickup games for the ones that you play ball? Do they have like creative?
No,
team
they
names, like-
don't look like they don't look like they're running plays. They're very sloppily
Oh,
just
so,
play. I don't know I can't tell who's on whose
Yeah.
team because they're all dressed the same.
They could have a couple cool team names like White Men Camp on Saturdays.
It's it's conditioning, but I don't know, like, because no one fucking believes me. I want and I can't. They're young, they're kids, so I can't just. I'm gonna take a quick picture of these fucking kids playing basketball
they'll eviscerate
as
you.
this. So
you just gotta go undercover and just put a suit on and try to play a one-on-one game with them.
Yeah, you got to get a hat with.
Can you hoop?
no,
Neither can they. So just put a suit on and
Yeah.
go out there and just.
that's not. I only own one suit though. Then I had to go get it. I've avoided getting it clean for the longest time. But if I play basketball,
hoop in
then
it,
I
yeah,
actually
you have
have
to.
to fucking
Yeah.
take it to a dry cleaner and shit.
They had sneakers on. They was in hard bottoms.
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm trying to get.
I
mixed
think
image.
they have. I got to look at their feet next time. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure they're wearing sneakers. I think
Oh,
they.
I was about to say that's some dedication. You got to doing some hard bottoms, trying to cross somebody up.
Yeah, it would be insane to play in just regular shoes.
Damn.
Like, yeah,
Jewish people do the Euro step. Just wondering.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
You should go out there and do this.
You got it. You have to do some recon on these.
I really
these Jewish
can't.
basketball players.
Yeah, I mean, even I feel like it's beginning of the news, but yeah, I feel like it's twofold. It's like one, God only knows the age of the kid you're talking about, there, right? Obviously, and then two, you still doesn't sound good. No, it's because they're Jewish. Like, no, that's not good either. I know, but
Plus,
still,
yeah, if I charge someone, if I throw an elbow, I'm getting sued,
Yeah.
and they're gonna
Yeah.
win.
I think Adam Sandler has to show up for that to be okay. All right, you guys ready to go to the news?
Okay.
Cool, let's do it.
Oh, where are you? Here we go. Okay, we're back. That extra short, we could have used the really long one there. We were trying to talk for during the interstitial thing. Hey, it's the news. As our yeah, thank you. We need to consult with you on like
Sound
jingles.
effects.
Yeah,
Oh, I got you.
we could get a new jingle here. Yeah, so the news portion of the show, as our viewers know, Barry, if you don't, Dave and I have written 12 jokes about this week's news. Oh,
Okay.
don't hit the TV. Dave and I have not talked. We haven't talked in weeks at this point. I don't know. No, that's not true. We did the.
with the podcast. That doesn't count. That's
Oh.
we didn't socially talk at all.
That's
we just
true, we
stood there and
barely did.
ignored each other.
Yeah, it was a dark
aside
room.
for
We
being on the podcast.
couple of sarcastic remarks about Neil's set, and that was about it.
Ooh,
No, I'm just
is
kidding.
that fucking
No.
bomb. I tried to rip on Neil halfway to my set, and my set just fucking derailed hardcore. They
Yeah.
like Neil, I guess. I don't
Yeah. I was saying we were talking about that, Neil, before the studio. We were saying it's the best when someone tries to riff on you and they bomb because you just get to sit back like the people are with me, bro. Like
Where was this at?
You were there.
It was at it was at
Oh yeah, y'all try. Yeah, nobody laughed at that shit.
No,
when I
they
tried
were-
to-
they were-
okay, yeah.
they
I
were
was a
real
witness.
tight. That was a real tight audience for the stand-up, but it was good for the podcast. So
I
that
like
was
to
what
chalk it up to them being tired.
counted. Yeah, it was late.
Yeah,
it was
everybody
late
was
when we
obviously very sleepy. Even fucking Yoder just said, "And your next comic is," instead of doing 25 minutes in between each of us.
went.
That was an old crowd.
It sure was. I don't know what you're guys talking about. I crushed. Anyway, so yeah, 12 jokes about the news. Dave and I do not know what we wrote. However, if we cover the same news story, we will have a joke off. Joking each other off.
Joke.
Okay, that means we're competing.
Weekday update.
That's right. Yes, it's weekday update. I
That's
forgot
right.
to
Did you
mention
say
our
the
new
new name?
branding. It is
Neil doesn't like it, but we're still.
Neil
No,
hates
I
that we are
think-
weekday update, but we are
It's
weekday update. So if we're having a joke off, Barry, you get to be judge, jury, and executioner. You
Oh,
basically
bet.
just decide the joke you like better, and it counts as a point
Oh,
for the competitor.
oh,
I believe I'm
shit.
still up one on
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Dave, would you like to start?
Yeah. Adult entertainment industry sues again over law requiring pornographic sites to verify user ages. They had just wrapped up their previous lawsuit, so it's actually pretty impressive that they're ready to sue again so quickly.
That's good. Donald Trump calls Milwaukee, host of the Republican National Convention, a, quote, horrible city. A gaffe which actually has Republicans worried that Trump may continue to hurt his campaign by telling the truth.
Okay.
All right. NBA legend Jerry West dead at 86. He endured a lengthy and hard-fought battle with cancer, and even though he lost that battle, he was still awarded MVP. That's a little old school knowledge right there.
Well, that's a basketball.
Do I have to explain? Okay.
No. Marjorie Taylor Greene promises to lock up Anthony Fauci, marking the first time cancer ever promised to cure a doctor.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of, 6 winners of Louisiana state-run hog hunting contest accused of cheating facing criminal charges. The rules clearly stated that you can only wear gear sanctioned by the gaming board and not dress up like rabbis to lull the pigs into a false sense of security.
Hog hunting.
Gotta love that hog hunting.
Gotta love the guy. I like fairness in my hog hunt.
Yes, true.
No underhanded hog hunting here. All right. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz says Biden knows what he's doing and will easily win re-election, which is a comfort. Because it's not like Germany is going to underestimate an angry right-wing nationalist who tried to overthrow the government.
Aha.
I remember that guy.
Yeah.
USA makes history in advancing to the next stage of men's T20 Cricket World Cup. They aren't expected to go much further, though, due to them celebrating this latest victory by throwing all their cricket equipment into the harbor.
Okay. Yeah. Donald Trump talked about. Oh, I'm sorry. This one is my next clip here. Donald Trump talked about executing people as president, ex-aide reveals, which is a frightening story until you learn Trump considers his biggest political rival to be Mayor McCheese.
Hey, bud,
You have to scroll on that picture.
Scroll on this. This is what you did. You didn't even tell me that. Okay.
Oh, it didn't work.
And it didn't work. It just
It didn't even work. But as you can
shows
see
up.
there's a little bit of Mayor McCheese.
I'm so sorry.
Scroll
buddy.
over one more time because I did an alternate because I liked it so much. Oh, there's Mayor McCheese.
Hey, look at
Okay.
that.
Jeez.
Those are
Boy,
some
what a journey.
Photoshops.
What a
I made those
journey we-
photoshops at a bar.
That look like Eric Adams. I'm sorry.
That's really funny. Yeah, I made all my photoshops today 3 hours ago at a bar at the Outback Steakhouse.
Sweet.
So that's why they get the way they are.
All right. Where were we? La Nina is likely to arrive this summer. Here's what it means for hurricane season. That it's woke now. They've officially gone in gender bent El Nino. It's time to boycott weather, everyone.
Okay, this will be my next one. Let's see how this one
Okay.
fucked up.
Oh
Gotcha.
my God.
Jesus.
I think it's the last one. Yeah, it is the last one.
Spare us. No.
This one is funny. You'll like this one if it actually shows up. I'm trying to enhance the viewer's experience here with some graphics, All right. The Secret Service confirmed an agent was robbed at gunpoint during Biden's California trip, which can only mean one thing. Biden's dog Major is no longer satisfied with just biting.
That was worth the wait.
See, that's
I'll
what I'm
take
saying. It was all building to this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you see the pictures, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
All right. Pope to comedians. Help us dream. Pope to comedians. Help us to dream of a better world. Because the sound of a child's laughter is the next best thing to a child's silence.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like Barry's rubbing his eyes trying to get the terrible crimes that happen out of his head. That hit you. You were like, fuck, dude. Fuck.
They did nothing more traumatizing than a Peter Pan on ice play.
Yeah, really.
So kind of hog hunters of their own. After a long legal feud, Disney resumes political contributions to Ron DeSantis. As a show of good faith to MAGA, It's a Small World will now be renamed to It's a Big Enough World for You to Go Back Where You Came From.
I like that one. It's a big enough world to go back to. It's a big enough world. After all.
Definitely add a musical element that the two of us are very lacking in.
Agreed, yeah.
You go have sex with those babies in your own country.
Fuck babies, bro. With confidence.
Yeah, crazy.
All right. At least 9 people wounded in Michigan water park shooting. Suspect contained, police say. They were all rushed to the nearest hospital where the doctors did the best they could, but unfortunately, due to the exposure to Michigan water, they all have cancer now.
Okay, this one. I'm not sure if I'm ashamed of this one or the most proud of this one.
Only one way to find it.
Yeah, just to jump in. The survivors of the Sandy Hook massacre are set to graduate this year with degrees in theater.
Oh, man.
You're about to go bankrupt.
That's over.
Yeah, all your shit.
My network's fucked.
Yeah.
Great.
Wow. He's the one that fucking did it?
I know, right?
Yeah.
God.
Ladies
And
and
they're
gentlemen,
very-
the jokes of Dan D'Aprile do not reflect them.
They're very
That of Drop
litigious.
Tent Media Network.
I would just ask the Sandy Hook families to wait for my next joke. I like to get it balanced. I will go
fair.
after Alex Jones next.
All right. Trump and Biden agree to mic muting and other rules for first debate. The networks believe this will make the debates more watchable, right up until the point where every 3 minutes someone yells, "By gum, I've gone deaf."
That would not be must-see TV.
No, I
That
mean,
would be the
I'll
worst.
watch it anyway, but I'll watch it for content, not for.
I give them 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's who falls asleep first. That's who loses.
Who shits himself?
That is must see TV.
Right, they should have like a measure, like some kind of like a measuring thing
Put
where
that-
there's like a little like how much poop is in the diaper at any
Put
given
that
time.
shit on FanDuel.
Yeah.
We're here at the debates. A race for the diaper is in session. Who will fill it
And
first?
they're off. All right. Judge approves liquidation of Alex Jones's personal assets to repay the families of the Sandy Hook victims. Though critics say it may be difficult for the families to sell all of the bogus vitamins, jars of moonshine, taxidermy animals, and cryptid-themed butt plugs.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cryptic theme.
Cryptid.
Cryptid.
Thought maybe a chupacabra would have been good there. Might have been a better.
No, you fucking get your cryptids American.
Yeah. Right. I didn't want to get back into this thing where it's.
No Mexican cryptids on our watch.
Here we go.
Once again,
Exactly. Yeah.
jokes by the
There
community
you
do
go.
not reflect that. Drop Tent Media Network.
Build that fence. Whatever. I don't know what you keep cryptids out with. That's terrible. All right.
Bill Belichick reportedly dating ex-cheerleader 48 years senior. When asked what drew him to her, she said that after all those years cheerleading for the Patriots, she's not just drawn to things that are built like a deflated football.
Yeah, the delayed laughter is always good. A rare flesh, and scientists say what makes this bacteria so dangerous that it gets hungry for flesh again 45 minutes later.
Jesus.
Once again, the jokes told here do not represent.
All right, the rest of the No, I had a light load this week. Biden said
That's what Biden said.
on a good week. Biden says next president, two Supreme Court justices. Biden picking 2 political figures to die during the next presidency has shocked many, as they believe that's the one race he can actually win.
Put that shit on FanDuel. I'm telling you, what is
Next
over under?
Next day petition,
Right? We take prop bets on that some.
definitely.
All right. Ana Grande says she has been reprocessing her time with Nickelodeon following the Dan Schneider revelations. This singer, it's so easy to overlook past sexual trauma after you've endured the nightmare of missionary sex with Pete Davidson.
Pete get hoes though. I don't care what nobody say.
He does. He's gross looking though. But I mean, hey, whatever. They see something in him.
Pete get hoes.
That
gives me self-confidence.
There's like a whole bunch of Hollywood, like, because I noticed this watching the House of the Dragon the other, like, there's just some fucking ugly dudes that rock the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Like the one Damon Targaryen, whatever.
Oh,
Matt Smith, I think
Smith.
that dude is ugly as shit, but like
people love him.
he's got an aura. Is that the term or whatever?
Yeah,
Adam
yeah.
Driver, same thing.
People
bitches love Adam Driver.
People were saying they were more attracted to Walton Goggins after he was a ghoul in Fallout. Like, my girlfriend was like, I don't find him very attractive, but when he's like melted, it's a little bit. It's the aura, right?
That's just the world catching up too late. Fucking Walton Goggins has always had aura. Go watch Justified.
Okay.
Or
he's the bad guy in that, right?
Yes.
It's
Or The Shield. Watch The Shield too. Watch everything with fucking
good.
Walton Goggins in it.
All right, get to your
Dude's
joke.
the fucking man. All right. Judge pauses federal rule requiring employers to give abortion seekers time off in Louisiana and Mississippi. The judge realized if he passed an abortion version of maternity leave, it would be way grosser when they came back to the office and say, "Who wants to see pictures?"
Can I get a joke in?
Oh, you have jokes. I didn't know. Yeah.
I just wrote. I'm making this up as I go.
Oh yeah, sure. Go for it.
Justin Timberlake allegedly had traces of Molly Popper's Truvada and coke in his bloodstream following his DWI arrest in New York. He was out there preparing to make future sex love sounds, and his hindsight was a 2020 experience.
I like that.
On the spot.
Yeah, that was good.
I know.
You got that? You know this
No.
the J Tim? There you go. Yeah, his cultural.
It just happened today.
He stopped at 9. No,
No,
he doesn't know the Justin Timberlake song.
Okay.
He's not a culturally.
But you wrote it while you
aware
were,
man.
so I gave you the old. He wrote
You
that on the spot.
You knew
I'll-
what was
I'll
happening
probably-
in the joke
I
context.
knew.
even
I
if you
knew about
didn't
the
know.
DUI. I don't know what song he's referencing.
All right.
So, can I explain
no,
the joke?
go for it.
Oh, I was just going to explain the joke. I didn't.
No, don't
No, everyone
don't
but Dave-
devalue the joke on my behalf.
Okay.
Everyone
Yeah.
but Dave gets it. Our viewers and me and Neil, we live in the world and we perceive.
So y'all
Pop
caught the
culture.
hindsight as 2020.
Yeah, right.
Hind his anal sex 2020 experiences album.
Yeah.
We got.
I'm just making sure I want you with us. That's all. Okay.
I think I'm more lost
If-
than I was before.
Okay.
If you were pitching to Dave, it would have to be about like Soundgarden or
Yeah.
Yeah.
some Scott Stapp shit.
If he
All
was
right.
doing heroin in the 90s.
It's your.
Then
It's
may-
right up your
yeah.
alley. Yeah. All right, my next joke here. Cybertrucks may be coming to your local police station, and cops across the country are excited to work with a vehicle that shares their dedication to killing innocent civilians.
All right, last one for me. Surgeon General calls for tobacco-style warning labels on social media platforms. While they can't say that social media may give people cancer, they can warn you that you wish it eventually did. I worded it, but I mean what I said.
Yeah, all right.
You never just read a comment on social media and say, that person should get cancer.
Oh yeah, all the
Yeah,
time. I mean,
Martin Taylor Gray.
yeah, there you go.
Caused from Jewish space lasers.
That's right. All right, my last joke here. Sir Ian McKellen, who played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings, is hospitalized after falling off stage. Doctors are hopeful for his recovery, promising him, "Wizard, you shall not pass."
And that ties into the fucking earlier shit we
Yeah,
were talking about.
Exactly.
What a beautiful wrap up. Full
Um,
circle. This episode has come.
A nice little bow tied onto it. This was great. Barry, thank you so much for coming. It's always good to
it's over.
have friends. Yeah, it's over. It happens that fast when we have a good guest and
Oh man,
a lot to talk
know.
about. But we'll have you back sometime. We'll hang out.
I come back
We'll
tomorrow.
do this again. Yeah. All
Tomorrow?
right. We'll see you next
All right,
week.
you'll be here.
Yeah. That's the Steve Rinaldi special. You just sit on that couch and make people invite you onto their
As long
podcast.
as you never- So you guys just need some help now.
Yeah, you need a guest? And we were like, sure, Steve. Yeah, we like you. Come on in. So that's how he became our first ever guest.
Yeah. He could use something other than 70-year-old Italian dudes on his podcast too. So you'd be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, that's true.
Some black.
Yeah.
And
well,
not 70 and not Italian.
Yeah, he works with, I was
But
going to
yeah.
say Dom DeLuise,
Dom
but certainly
Irrera,
not Dom
yeah.
Irrera. Yeah. He works with Dom Irrera, who is
Am I out the way?
Yeah, you are.
Oh, my bad.
Let's try to keep you in frame.
Okay.
So what do you have coming up? I think that's what we were trying to.
that was
pivot
we're
to.
trying to
What-
gracefully get to there. Yeah.
What shows you got coming up?
Oh, I ain't got shit going on.
Nice.
Perfect.
Just fucking around. No, I have I produce a show in DC called Certified Fools at the DC Comedy Loft. So it's a mix of stand-up and we also like improvisation, just testing if you can think on the spot. So we get like audience suggestions and you got to come up with a bit like right in the moment. And you only get 3 minutes max and that shit better be funny or
And you only get like DC Comics on this show
as of now because the budget only allows DC Comics, but once I get a little bit more in the budget, then from there I can start getting out of town people to come. Okay. So and I believe I will be starting back the Stottsville Inn in Chester County.
Oh, nice.
That was a monthly and we're working on something in I think Phoenixville, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. So,
Cool.
So I got some shit going.
They can follow you at Barry _.
Oh yeah, you can follow me at Barry _S_ Naylor. You know, you give people 2 underscores and they get pissed off for some reason. Just type my name in. Barry S. Naylor and I should pop up.
Yeah, definitely follow Barry because Barry puts out like some really great content. He worked for Delta, so he's Barry at the Delta counter.
I don't work for Delta. It's like
you never really work for Delta?
Never worked for Delta.
Oh,
it's a green screen, and everybody always assumed I work for Delta. I'm doing a good job.
That's why you're a great actor because you have me fooled, and you are a substitute teacher.
You know, people try to get me fired from a job I didn't have. People try to get me fired from Delta. Like I don't work for Delta. It's a green screen. My left arm keeps disappearing. It's not real, guys.
Okay, so he never worked for Delta, but he is Barry from Delta.
In Delta's defense, they're like, "Yeah, your left arm keeps disappearing. We have no money."
Yeah.
Like the quality of it.
But in case if you guys ever want to sponsor me and make me like Jake from State Farm, I'll be more than happy to be Barry from the Delta.
Yeah, but
I
is that
doubt
guy
anyone
allowed to be anybody? Is that guy allowed to be whatever the fuck his real name is anymore? I think he was just bought by the fucking company, and that's who he is all the time now.
Right. I will have to debate if I want to continue doing stand-up, depending on what that Delta check looks like. Delta flights for free, I might just stick with it.
Right.
I think part of the contract would be that you can't.
I can't tell jokes?
Stand up.
Oh
yeah.
What's happening right now?
Well, yeah.
Yes, you could. Yes, you could definitely do it.
Yeah.
Believe in you, buddy.
Barry, I think we talked about this, but maybe if you're free on the 28th, Barry is one of the few comics with Dave. You're one of them. Although please don't exercise this. I'm extending this to you. Just
carte blanche.
Yeah. Carte blanche, the blank check, meaning you can show up to any show or stage I run and get time because you're such a reliable, great comic. And Barry, you are one of those. So if you're free on the 28th, please stop by Animated to do a set.
Oh yeah, I'll just pop up there and just that's a fun room.
Yeah, it's always a good time.
Do you guys want to do your plugs?
You had another one?
Oh yeah, you good? No,
I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Dave, what do you have coming up?
Let's see. I took my first 2025 booking.
Wow, cool. That's good. We'll wait on that.
So let's fill in some blanks between then, guys.
I was about to say, like, you want to promote it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Philly's Funniest coming up, but I'm not telling people the date because I fucking love the mic drop ability of fucking advancing with no one supporting you.
Has that happened to you yet?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I've advanced from the first spot and I've advanced with no supporters. This time I'm going from the last spot. That's a new challenge.
That'll be good.
And then I'll
be fresh in their memory.
I have conquered this helium stage. Now book me, you pieces of shit, for a weekend.
Good luck with that.
What do you got?
I'm Mr. Cleanup the past couple months. I haven't had anything booked. I got a last minute hosting show for the awesome Sean Donnelly yesterday or 2 days ago, which was great. And then I got hit up to clean up some hosts dropped out at Wisecrackers. So I am going to be hosting let me pull it up because this is a very, very new development in my life.
Oh shit.
So much so that I forget.
Drum roll.
I'm checking my own story and Neil is going nuts. I'm opening I'm just kidding. I am opening for Megan Hanley and Von Michael.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. So very excited about that. It's going to be a great show. 2 shows, 1 show on Friday, 1 show on Saturday.
And also
Von Michael from DC is funny.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with
he's
him.
Funny.
Keep an eye out for our episode of Seriously Dad. All 3 of us are on it.
That's right. Yep.
Yes.
And
Neil's editing it
is producing it.
Right?
Yeah. Yep. Neil is producing it, and we're all involved. And I think we represented ourselves and our podcast very well.
Hey, motherfuckers, tell your friend to tell a friend to follow Drop Tent Media Network on Instagram, Facebook, and all social media platforms. Bitches.
Yeah.
Thanks, Barry.
Most importantly, follow a nice personal
comedy
accounts.
That would help us.
Watch it evolving.
That's what I got. Neil, what do you have coming up?
Yeah, you can check me out in Atlantic City, June 27th, doing a headline set at Rhythm
Hell
and
yeah.
Spirits. And that's really good. So you can check that out. Tickets are up now at Dealing Words Comedy. And then I'm with Lamar Todd, a very funny comic as well. July 6th. You can check out all the other shows that would be on with Drop 10 and everything we run at drop10.com/events. We got monthly shows, different weekends. So come, check out all that stuff. But don't forget to give these guys a like, subscribe on all the stuff, and follow them, and you'll get more from them.
Most
Perfect.
Okay.
Hey.
Thanks, guys. That's the show. Barry, thank you so much. This was a fun one.
Thank you.
We will see you guys next week for your regularly scheduled weekday update.
Boom.
There we go. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Oh, man, that was a we fucking landed that like Kerry Strug should have.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.